Welcome to Art Loves Fashion. I'm your host, Sharonda Irving. I'm an image consultant, professional developer, art curator and collector, a wife and a mom. This show, Art Loves Fashion, is about, you guessed it, art, love, and fashion. We'll be meeting new people, trying interesting things, and hopefully learning something new. Sounds kind of vague, right? That's because I want you to join me on Sundays at 5 o'clock as we take a journey of all things creative and beautiful with art, loves, fashion. Changes as needed. And so today I have with me my friend, my colleague, and a dynamic sister, Michelle Parrish. She is in studio with me today. We are socially distancing, much to our dismay because we love each other and we want to give each other a hug. But you know, we have families and we have to make sure that we show love by taking care of each other.
Yes.
So, but she agreed to be with me in studio today, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to blend the two topics of art and love today. And I'll introduce you to Michelle, and I'll let let her tell you guys a little bit about herself, about what she does and who she is, and then we'll get into why she's here. So, Michelle, can you give us a quick little elevator pitch about who you are and what you do?
All right. Well, I work for you. No, I'm just kidding.
She does.
I always say that. They say, what do you do? I work for the Irvings. No, I am Michelle Parrish, as you know.
Yes.
And I'm a mom, first of all, and I'm an artist of many sorts. And my latest artistic passion, which has really been there all my life, is cooking. Mm-hmm. And so I've been cooking for you and your husband and your family for a while. Oh
my God, we love her.
And I really do like to cook.
I want her to move in.
from a social service perspective, community, and really just trying to encourage people through to use food as a means by which to come together, break bread, learn about one another, bond. And also food justice, is a thing for me, trying to make sure that we're having conversations and modifying the discourse in the community about food, and also trying to educate families, specifically in the special needs community, about how they can modify diets to help move the needle with some of the issues that many of the children are faced with. So that is me and who I am. You can find me on social media at Michelle Parrish Cooks, with all types of good dishes and fun tips and kind of goofy stuff in the stories lately. So yeah.
And you have on your Food Mama Baby t-shirt today.
I have on my Food Mama Baby t-shirt today. That one is Food Mama Baby is another Instagram handle that I have that really is where I talk about myself as a mom, as a chef and a mom chef, and how that all comes together. Women's empowerment is a big thing for me. Women supporting women, women artists, women creatives, and it's also where I show a lot of my favorite Aldi finds, because I'm an Aldi junkie, and all the fun stuff that goes along with just living. So you can follow me on either platform. Michelle Parrish Cooks is where you see more of the culinary side, and Food Mama Baby is where you see a bit of the advocacy work, food justice, and just the general life of a mom.
Okay. So, which was why I thought that it was perfect first and foremost because her food is amazing, and she comes up with all kinds of like amazing dishes off the top of her head, and it's always based on what's fresh, what's in season, what she's growing somewhere. I don't know where she's growing this stuff, y'all. What she's growing somewhere, she's always coming up with something amazing and delicious. And so she is, it's true, she is I call her whenever I'm doing an event, from, you know, the smallest thing to the largest thing, like, Michelle, I need you, and she's always there for me. So I appreciate that. But for today's purposes, you know, in alignment with how you support and take care of your family through eating, that part of it and the artistic part of it was why I wanted you to come in today. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk about is, and I've been trying to get Michelle to come in, is that to talk about the art of the cocktail. Mm-hmm. Now, I love a good cocktail, and so does Michelle, and so does many of my friends. But I have been experimenting with this sober lifestyle, and so I have
looks good
been.
On you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
I did lose weight, and
Yes.
you know, just a little bit more clarity, and just, you know, all of that. That's a whole nother show, right? But in doing that, one of the things that I've been doing, my family and I have been doing, my husband and I, when we go out to dinner, we look for restaurants and who have mocktails, and or ask the bartender, can they make us a mocktail? And they've been coming up with some good ones and that kind of thing. So I've been like, ooh, Michelle, because I know she can do it, because she always rises to my challenge. Michelle, I need you to make me a mocktail. Come on, and come on the show. And so she was like, all right, mama, I got you, which is always, I got you. So today, Michelle is going to show us the art of the mocktail. And today, but we're going to put a little bit of a slant on it as it relates to us being healthy.
Right.
So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let Michelle do what she does. I'm going to be asking questions. Now, this is the part of the show when on your mainstream TV shows, they go walking over to the table and they're leaning over the cook, and the cook is passing them stuff and telling them, stir this and shake that. No, not today. I will be sitting over here just admiring and taking notes. So if you're at home and you're watching this, take notes, because you're going to want to try it at home, I promise you.
I will pass you one, though.
Yes, and I will be taking it, because we did wash our hands. Yes.
We did. And we have gloves, too.
Okay.
You know, the mocktail is a real thing, and it's really not just mixing a bunch of juice, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to the bar and saying, hey, bartender, give me the orange juice, the cranberry juice, and whatever, and mix it up and make it look pretty. The mocktail is really an effort to make a play on something that feels like a cocktail. Yes. Right? Yes. And then, you know, in today's time where you are seeing more craft cocktails, so you're seeing syrups and shrubs and all types of goodies being, you know, especially made to enhance a cocktail, you're actually seeing less and less alcohol in those cocktails, and really more of the beauty of the craft. So you almost don't need it. And you can really find a handful of, if you look around these days, you can actually find distilled mocktail bases that give you the same exact feeling. You know,
there's one I was researching because you told me about it. Seed Lip.
Yeah, Seed Lip.
I haven't ordered it yet, but I did find one.
That's a truly like a mocktail base. That's really probably one of the first ones I've seen that has a distilled process that you get a good mocktail base. Okay. But ideally, people say, "Well, I don't want to taste the alcohol," right? So mocktail,
which
right?
I don't understand those people, because I actually like to taste the alcohol.
Well,
that's
at
the problem.
This point, like if you're gonna drink, you drink, right? You get some gin, you get some vodka, you drink it with ice, none of that other stuff. But if you're gonna do all that mixing, you might as well do a mocktail. So today, given we're 6 feet apart, and we're 6 feet apart because we have a very contagious human-to-human virus, right, going around that has the ability to really wreak havoc. So we're trying to keep our distances. But the other thing that you're seeing people do is try to find ways to infuse more health into their diet. You're seeing people using more like herbal tea, and they're getting all their greens and eating more vegetables. And those are really good ways to help use your body as a weapon against the virus, and getting more sunlight. All that stuff is going to make a difference. And so a couple of cocktails out there that actually use herbs and herbaceous feeling and vegetables and stuff like that actually are the examples we're going to use today.
Okay.
And so we have
and they look pretty.
Yeah, and they look pretty. I'm not a bartender, so I'll do my best.
Let's put that disclaimer out there. If you're a bartender, this is not about judging her like presentation, right? This
I am not a bartender.
This is about what she does from the garden and what she does to taste good and nourish people through a different kind of way.
Yeah. So, and if I make a few cocktails though. So,
what we got on the table?
This is ginger syrup.
Okay.
And I made this, and it's basically just ginger root that I about a hand's worth, right? And you see ginger, you find these big chunks of ginger, and ginger kind of looks like a hand, right? Big knotty hand. So you got a hand of ginger that's been chopped, and you want to try to expose as much of the flesh, and you basically cook it down into a simple syrup. I like to use a 2-to-1. Water.
So you slice it. Yeah, I've done that before and made tea. Slice the ginger up, cook it down.
Yep, but I like to do a 2-to-1 ratio with sugar to water versus a 1-to-1. Most syrups are a 1-to-1, but I like to do a 2-to-1 because I like mine to be a little lighter on the sweetness side. But what we're trying to get out of this one is more of that ginger. So we're finding a way to infuse more ginger in, right? But this is refreshing, and really one of the tips that have been gone around on social media is being able to drink more to keep your mouth clear. Mostly water, but keep your mouth clear. So having a mocktail going through today, if you're not a water person, drinking more to flush any particles that have gotten into your throat, to flush them into your stomach. So this is a great opportunity to get some ginger in, get some drinking going, relax, socialize. So I am going to, I have a jar.
Okay.
Not a cocktail shaker, just a mason jar. You know what?
Right, because that's what you got in your house.
Most people have some kind of jar in their house. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have a jar today, you probably will have one soon.
Yes, you will.
So
listen,
jars.
And you better do like the old school after you make that whatever that you got out that jar. Clean and sanitize the jar and recycle it.
All those jars of jelly from those PB&Js that are being made right now.
And then you can shake it.
And, right. So I have a spoon.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
So this one I'm going to do like a bit of a play on a mule.
Okay.
Right? And so I have cucumber.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to, it's not a mule, but it's a play on it.
So for those of you who are not necessarily drinkers, she's talking about a Moscow mule.
Moscow mule, yeah. Which usually has ginger beer, right? So
we're
not going to have ginger beer. We're going to use the ginger syrup, and we're going to use a LaCroix.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
A sparkling beverage.
So in here we just muddle up some cucumber, right?
You see that? Move it over some because your mic is blocking you. We want to see that because see how she makes it all effortless. Like, oh, then you just take the thing.
It's a spoon.
Okay.
It's a spoon because you know what? You have a spoon. You might not have one of those fancy muddler things. But you have
hold it up, Michelle, so we can see.
Oh, I'm trying not to make too much noise on the mic.
It's all right.
So I'm just going to kind of smash that a little bit. I'm really just trying to break it up.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily trying to turn it into a pulpy thing. I just want to break it up because when I shake it with the ice, it's going to really kind of
I was supposed to bring you some ice.
Right. Oh, I have ice?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And look, as she's doing that, just so y'all know, she tried to get cute and bring copper-colored plastic cups. Because if you ever had a Moscow mule, they put it in the little copper mug.
And this is a orange.
Okay.
This is a cara, but you could use any orange. Not just.
It's a what?
A cara orange. It's one of those orange. People are funny about them because they actually seedless. So if you like seeded fruit, get a regular navel orange. But these tend to be on sale right now. They're easy to find. And I like the flavor of orange, but you could use a lemon.
Okay.
Here, but I like orange, cucumber, ginger. I like all that together.
Orange, cucumber, ginger.
Yeah, and I'm just squeezing that in. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna
muddle that too.
I'm gonna muddle that up just a little bit more. And I'm doing that with the skin on because then you get that oil essence from the skin, right? That part that people usually zest, you know.
Okay.
Right. So now we got something pretty good there. And I'm going to add the ice.
Okay. Now,
I'm going to add just a little bit of ice.
So now as I'm watching this, I'm wondering, like, I see all the cucumber down in the bottom and the orange, and I'm like, okay, so do I strain it? Do I just go with it?
You strain
we'll
this.
see.
We'll strain this.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to just do the syrup, right? Because it's a mocktail, so I'm not adding any other base. Like usually you would put in your ounce of gin or your ounces. So I'm gonna let the water do the work from the ice. Right.
So again, friends. Yes, you can add alcohol to this, but today we are not encouraging that because you know how to make your alcoholic drinks. You know what to do. You mix it, you do your thing, or you pour, your thing over ice. But this is how you're going to switch it up a little bit just to build your defenses from the inside out. Mm-hmm. Show your body some love, the art of the mocktail. And like she said, mocktail is a thing, guys. It's not just the cocktail without the alcohol. It's a thing. All right, make the noise. It's okay.
So now we're gonna shake it. That's the fun part, right? You get nice and frothy, but also that ice is melting a little bit, so you're letting some of the water do some work for you too in your cocktail.
Okay.
Right? So it's also you're turning this into almost like a juice with your veg and your fruit.
Right. And if you have young people who are pressed to be in your business and they got to have everything that you have. Right? Yep. When they go through that phase, everything you pour, they want. Everything you drink, they want to sip.
Right.
So this is something that you can say, okay, they can have a little bit. You can pass the mason jar to them, get them to shake it for you because your children are home and you can't get rid of them.
They're home. I don't know. I might have to put a little gin in theirs now.
She said they're home.
And so I was going to pour that in.
Yes.
Because I don't want the fruit.
I can't wait to smell it.
I don't actually want the fruit.
Because that's the other part I think about a good mocktail, right? It's like it's not just about the taste of it. It's the smell, it's the color, it's the whole experience.
It's the experience. That's what makes a mocktail a mocktail. It's not just about putting a bunch of juice together, right?
Yeah.
It's about. And so this is a LaCroix. This is a mango. I think as bubbly waters go, I really think it's superior.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe you.
It tastes amazing. Anyway, but you can use anything. You can use a plain. You can use any flavor. That was quite the pot.
That's why it's superior. That thing
mango
said
flavor.
Ting.
And so I'm just going to use a little bit.
So she used a lot of different flavors, and I can't wait to see how this cucumber is going to marry with the mango and the orange.
We're going to use that same bubbly water with the other one too.
Oh, because, okay.
If you don't have to go out and buy bunches of stuff.
Okay.
Because you have these fruits and you have these veg.
And let's just say something about that too. I think if you don't, that's the purpose of what we're talking about today. Some of our friends and family, now that we're in this situation where we are inside and where we are now cooking more and that kind of thing, one of the challenges for some people is, what do we cook? What do we make? And how do we sort of relearn and reteach ourselves how to cook things that build our bodies up? And the old saying in the name of the old book from probably the 70s, How to Eat to Live. Because that's what we got to do. We got to eat to live. Books too. My other colleague said, we trust Big Pharma instead of trusting our own kitchens. Okay, look. And she passed it to me at arm's distance. Oh, I love her. Okay, Afiba, we make him one.
Oh, I got to make you one. I'll make you one, brother. I'm sorry.
He'll get one behind the scenes and he'll post it on his Instagram.
This is my first time on camera. Yes. It's etiquette. I got to learn the etiquette.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He probably is not supposed to drink anything over all his equipment, but okay, guys. So, all right, the moment of truth. All right, let me see. I want to smell it first.
You can smell it?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I smell off the break. I can smell cucumber first. Then I smell the mango.
And the oranges.
The oranges, the orange and the mango are married together.
If you wanted to use an orange garnish, you could, but
oh my God.
Ideally, I would just put this cucumber in here.
Okay. She going rogue. Just dump it in there. Let me see.
I would just put it in there.
Okay. This is so good.
That's delicious.
It's so good. Are you kidding me?
That is delicious.
It's so good. Okay. There you have it. All right. So you go ahead and start prepping you had a second one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back over the ingredients as you look. She's impressed with herself.
You know, I like a cocktail.
You know, yeah, no,
but one
this
of the
is
things
really good.
It's important also to sort of at this time to take a switch from doing too much drinking because you want to keep your body strong. So if you feel like you need something to sip, sip this. Maybe if you want something a little bit, but you really want to, you don't want anything that will draw your hydration from your body, and alcohol dehydrates you.
Yes.
And so you want to remain as hydrated as possible right now. So trying to find yourself a nice little mocktail actually will help supplement that feeling for a sip that you might have, and but without having to draw away the hydration that your body really needs. It always needs that hydration, but at this point we can't afford that dehydrated comeback. That now the real drinkers will say, "Well, I drink water all day to keep my liquor going," but
so that's really kind of one of the big things is understanding this is not about anti-alcohol. This is not about anti-cocktail. This is about understanding what your body needs and what happens when we're drinking and how we can continue to just be vigilant. Again, we don't want to rely on the pharmaceutical companies to work for us on the back end. We want to be proactive. And so understanding that what I'm hearing you say is that when we drink alcohol, we get dehydrated. We all know that, right? But and so we want to, number one, we're home all day long, right? So it's like kind of second nature, or just not really necessarily we're thinking about it. We may pour a glass of wine, or we may make a cocktail just to kind of relax, especially
like 10:30 in the morning, depending on how long the kid's been up,
how long the kids.
You never know. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but touche.
There you go. So with that,
and we're not moving as much, right?
Yeah.
We're not. The commute is off, so everything is off. So it's really critical to be vigilant, and this is really a good way to think about anytime you have something big coming in your life. You want to get your body right. You want to use your body for you.
Yes.
And not allow it to work against you. So this is a way to, sort of, I'm going to step off. I'm not going to have any drinks this week because I got a big thing Saturday. I need to get up. I need to be clear. Like you said, clear-minded. It helps with weight, weight management. People trying to manage their weight. I can't get the weight off. Well, you should probably lay off those carbs, kind of thing. And
the thing is, if we're thinking about it right now, we have some things that will kind of help us drift towards that, because you're probably going to be, you may be a little more sedentary. You're not exercising. Right. You're not moving around. So, and then you're eating. If we're not careful, we're kind of grazing all day long, which we'll talk a little bit about that later on in the show. But then how do we be more intentional? And if you're feeling some sort of anxiety or feeling feelings, then you may want to go have a cocktail. So this is giving you guys a tool to be a little bit more intentional about what you can do to offset that. Supplement it, however you want. So let's cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Cheers.
Yeah, clink, clink. So the ingredients list on this again was ginger syrup.
Yep.
You took fresh ginger, sliced it up, boiled it down into a syrup.
With sugar.
With sugar.
With white
okay.
sugar.
With
you
white
could use
sugar.
whatever, not brown sugar though, but whatever granulated type of sugar.
So you can't use sugar in the raw?
Yeah, sugar in the raw, a granulated sugar, not a powdery brown sugar.
Okay. What about agave?
You could use agave, but you will almost need to use, if you have a 16-ounce bottle of agave, you would need to use the whole thing.
Okay.
To make this type of syrup.
Okay.
Because you have to be able to boil it. People make honey syrups and stuff like that. You could.
Okay.
Now,
so
if you
sugar,
were doing agave, maybe you do a little fresh ginger, muddle it with the ice.
Okay.
And then use your agave as a part of your stir. You could do that if that's your preference.
Oh,
and that would work.
Okay. So those of us who are not as fancy as Michelle are going to go make a whole ginger syrup. We're going to slice our ginger, get some agave, muddle it.
With this ginger syrup, I will say the reason why I'm advocating going ahead and take the time to make the syrup, you know how far you can take this one bottle now.
For sure.
And this is just a hand of ginger and 2 cups of water and a cup of sugar.
I'm going to try that.
So now you have something for your tea. You have something you can actually cook with if you wanted to even.
Yeah.
So you have something you could use lots of ways at home.
Yeah. I'm going to try. I'm gonna try it because I've been juicing my life.
You know, I'll let you take this home. You just use it, and then you tell me all about it.
Oh, I love her. So ginger syrup. Take your sliced cucumber, just smash it. We're not muddling, just smash
I
it.
use chunks of cucumber. It makes it easy. It's easier to muddle it if it's like a chunk.
Oranges, chunk it, smash it. Put the ginger on. Put some sparkling water.
Ice, shake it.
Oh, shake it with the ice.
Strain it.
Sparkling. Okay, strain it. Y'all gonna have to rewind it. Go to YouTube. If you're watching it live stream, go to YouTube later. Art Loves Fashion on YouTube, and you can rewind it and you can check it out. And you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to do her demo. Because me trying to actually repeat the steps, it's not working.
Yeah, well, you know, I can maybe, yeah. I'll repeat this.
You know what? Find Michelle. Go follow Michelle on her page, and she'll give you the directions. How about that?
That is a good idea.
There you go. So the second mocktail that you made for us, or are gonna make for us.
Yeah.
And look, so Michelle asked me to try this water because we doing all the things today.
Yeah, this is an alkaline water.
This is alkaline water.
Corner water.
I'm not getting into alkaline water. Y'all can Google it. But it's called corner water. We're going to open that, see what that tastes like. And don't forget, Michelle, we got to try this wine.
Yeah, I want to try that.
So
this is locally made, this corner water.
Right. Locally made corner water.
You can get it at Good Food Market on Rhode Island Avenue, but they're on Instagram, corner water.
Okay, so if you're not in the DC area, you can find them on Instagram under corner water. This is a locally made water. I think it has
it's a youth group, and I got connected to it through the brother Ronnie from Green Scheme, who also is a urban farm agribusiness young brother in the city doing good things for the community. Don't Meet My Health initiative. Out of Ward 5 and such, and so I keep a case of this in the trunk of the van.
We're gonna definitely have to look for it. You know, the Irvings, we love to support local. We love to support small business, and it really is spring water, guys. So, because I'm looking at it, it's not that stuff that's like distilled water or that come from the tap, and they just put a cute little label on it.
Yeah, this is alkaline water, and a youth program made it, and I think it's just really amazing that DC is doing more than just your regular urban business, you know, to see young brothers out there doing agribusiness, you know, urban farming, and passing that forward to try to change the discourse about food and health in the community is amazing. So yeah, I keep a case of corner water with me.
Okay.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. There you go. So as you drink your mocktail, if this was the cocktail, then you drink your corner water to stay hydrated.
Yeah, keep one in your bag.
Okay, so
it's cute little biodegradable, totally recyclable packaging. It's just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so show us our second one. We got to move real quick.
We'll do real quick with that one.
Real quick. So as she's doing that,
the next one. Oh, go ahead. You go.
Do we need a little traveling music to transition to the second?
Traveling music.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. Go ahead and start making it. Mm-hmm. We'll cut back to you. And then, but I want you guys to see what she's doing. But she's prepping. She's clearing out what are we going to call this first one?
This one, I call it mule play.
Mule play.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
So it's like a play on a mule. This one, I'm going to do a mojito play.
Mojito play.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So this one, I'm gonna make it the exact same way.
Okay.
By muddling fruit. But what's really kind of funny is this part, this mint.
We love mint.
I picked from my backyard this morning.
So now, you know what? I picked some fresh mint the other day from my school's garden, and it dried out so fast. I think it was on the way to getting ready to dry. Okay. Then obviously it was dry. I picked the wrong stuff. Listen. I never said that I was.
Well, you wrap it, if you get a fresh herb,
wrap it in a wet paper towel.
Yeah, wrap it in a wet towel. Mint is also one of the ones that you could put in a pot, like a planter, you can leave it like a bouquet.
Okay.
With basil, it'll hold up pretty well like that.
If you stick the mint sprigs down in the soil, will it?
So mint is the reason why I have mint in my yard is because it was attached to a plant that I moved from somewhere else. And mint is something that you want to put in a container. you don't want it to get into your regular garden because it
Take
spreads like
over.
wildfire. It takes over.
Okay, that's
And
good to know.
oh wait, I meant to muddle this first. So
That's
I
all
got
right.
the ice in here. I didn't mean to put the ice in first.
That's
'Cause I'm
okay,
chatting.
because that would be me. I would be doing that.
I'm talking.
So
but
you
it's
know,
okay.
that just goes to show, like it's not an exact, you don't have to be perfect. You're doing this in your house, and you just, it's still gonna work out.
Yep.
So she broke off the fresh mint.
Yep.
You know when you go to the bartenders and they try to get cute and they clap the mint and do all that. Don't be in the house doing that.
Well, I'm not a bartender.
Right.
Right, but I'm going to use the ginger syrup here too. Now, mojitos don't have ginger, but this is again us trying to find ways to include things into our bodies. Now, the combination of mint, lime, ginger, I mean, that's a health concoction, really, all by itself.
Right.
And so, in this case, I'm just going to now shake it again. I'm letting some of this ice work for me.
Okay.
Right, because the ice is melting. It's making a little bit of a liquid.
Okay.
Right? So I'm letting some ice do a little work for me. Now I'm going to try to cut this into 3 parts this time.
Yay! That's all right. We'll just and we can take a taste. Because guess what, y'all? I will be calling Mickey once we're finished with our social distancing for whatever my next event is, and I'll be saying I need some mule play and don't tell me, and the mojito play on deck, so I can just get a little taste because I know I will be getting some again.
You know, you always have challenged me with the cocktail. You have never been short of challenging me with cocktail choices, meal choices.
Because I know you can do it. That's the art. So this is exactly why she's coming in and talk about the art part. And really, just so you guys know, most of the time I have separate segments. I have art, and then I transition to talk about something related to love, and then I transition into something that's related for that's fashion separately. But this part of what we're talking about really is about love and art combined, because how we take care of ourselves and how we take care of our families really is at the root of love. And then the way she's mixing up these cocktails is art.
Well, food is love. My sister in New Jersey, Ronnie, she has a shirt that says "Food is love." You can get it at Sugar Hustle Apparel. But it is definitely it's true. It is really the way. If you want to show your people you love them, make them something to eat.
See, that's what we're talking about. And all these people getting these few free shout outs next month as the show continues. I will be taking sponsorships.
Yes.
So, Corner Water, if you want some sponsorship, you got one freebie this time.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Oh, man. I got my water with me.
And sis in New Jersey.
They definitely didn't put me up. Nobody put me up to, but you know how I am.
I know. We like to spread the love, but another way to spread the love is to spread that green.
Yeah, baby. And that's right.
Okay, so now we have the, what is this? This is the mojito play. Thank you. Oh, look. It's so cute. Look. Oh. She set the mint in there all like decoratively. That's not a word, is it?
Yes,
decoratively.
it totally is. And
yes.
That's the love part too, right? You want to be pretty.
There you go. Okay,
we eat and we drink with our eyes, right?
We eat and we drink with our eyes. There you go.
Okay.
So I still smell the mango because we use the mango.
And you can use
sparkling.
plain. And I mean, obviously these things come in thousands of colors. I mean, flavor choices. So you could have no flavor, or you could change the flavor. I just use that to be efficient.
Yeah.
And also, to just let people know that you can use what you have.
Right.
And it is really not consequential.
Right.
Unless you're trying to do something really super specific, or you like have an aversion to that kind of flavor.
Yeah.
But this is no calorie, no sugar, so you aren't boosting up. So when you think about what we use here, it really is not adding, like from a dietary perspective, no added sugar.
Yes.
Except for just the syrup that we made ourselves.
And we talked about alcohol and the effects of the alcohol. Sugar does the same thing, because we know
Yes.
sugar, once it gets into the body, turns into no, it's the other way around. Alcohol, when it gets into the body, it turns into sugar.
Yeah.
Or whichever one of those, the other one, whichever way it goes, because I'm not a dietitian. I just try my best to do healthy, and I will research it.
Yeah,
so I can
we
have my
definitely know
facts
we want
straight.
to
Is
reduce
it
sugar.
alcohol turns to sugar?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yes, alcohol turns to sugar. That's why you get fat when you drink a lot. So you don't want to be consuming a whole bunch of alcohol and consuming a
And
whole
it's
bunch
highly
of sugar.
caloric, right?
It's
And so
caloric.
this is
It's
low,
addictive.
low cal.
You get a crash and all that kind of stuff. So I smell the mango.
But
Smell the mint.
But that mint.
Oh, that's bomb.
And you get
Oh,
mojito,
that's
right?
bomb.
You get a mojito, right?
Yes,
Oh, I
yes.
forgot our lime garnish, but you get it.
Oh my goodness, Afiba, did you try it? Oh, okay. He's okay.
But you get mojito, right?
Oh,
And
I do. And like they make mango mojito.
And you feel like you are having a cocktail.
This is giving me like Puerto Rico, Cuba. Like
All
this
day.
is giving me vacation vibes right now.
All day.
It really is. Like not even boosting it.
All day. All right.
It's the mint.
Well, that was fun.
Yes, that was amazing. Listen, follow Michelle on Michelle Parrish Cooks or
Food Mama Baby.
Food Mama Baby. She's gonna post these recipes.
Yeah, I am.
Cause this is outstanding. This is outstanding.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that mint really pushed through
Mm-hmm.
all the other flavors.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was thinking that I would want lime sparkling soda, but I don't. I actually like the mango because this was outstanding.
Compliments nicely, I think.
This was outstanding. This was
Yes.
outstanding.
Thank
And
you.
so
Glad you liked it, Mama.
thank you for making that. Thank you for coming through. She's gonna sit with us for the rest of the show, which we're gonna have to speed through. We had so much time
Took a while.
joking around and watching her make these mocktails, but I definitely want to get in the other two things because I try to make sure that I am sharing information as well as having a good time. So we've got a lot of information about. We started off talking about the art of the mocktail, but really how we use food as an offense.
Yes.
I said on my page the other day, a good defense is offense,
Yeah.
or the best defense is offense.
Yeah.
Because we want to be proactive in taking care of ourselves and taking care of our bodies. And so with that, I do. Oh, and we got. Can you open?
I will. You
yes.
go ahead and I'll open up.
We have another thing that we want to try. This is not a Michelle special. This is something I found in the stores, and I'll show that to you guys at the end. But okay, you want to do the red? Okay. So I am, in addition to being an image consultant. Oh, what's that? Afiba, we got a big arrow on the screen. It's gone. In addition to being an image consultant, I also am an Arbonne consultant. And for those of you who are not familiar with Arbonne, Arbonne is a company that specializes in nutrition, in skincare from a natural standpoint. And so it's a direct to market business, so you get it directly through me. I'm a seller and a distributor of Arbonne, and what we talk about is the fact that it's pure and it's beneficial. All of the Arbonne products are vegan friendly and they're non-toxic. And when I say non-toxic, what I mean is that the FDA in the United States has banned about 400 ingredients from consumption because they are carcinogenic, they are harmful to the body, and that kind of thing. There's only about 400 of these things on the list, but Arbonne actually has 1,200 on the list.
Wow.
And the reason why is because, United States is not as stringent when it comes to banned substances and things that are harmful.
Yeah.
Our FDA is a little bit more lax than some of the other countries. But at any rate, we meet one of the higher standards of purity for our products. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Arbonne because, number one, I always start off by telling people that I am a customer of Arbonne. I started off in the beginning by doing protein shakes. And I always tell this story. I know one day she's going to tell me stop telling people. So my colleague, her name is Petra Cleary. She does Arbonne full time. This is her full time career.
Wow.
And she's also a beauty educator. So at any rate, when I first met Petra, it was at a Zumba class, and she was really curvy. I started looking at her because she could dance really well. So I was like, get it, girl. Then I didn't see her for a while. And then I saw her again, and she was like a lot slimmer. And I'm like, damn, she came down. So I see her like sipping on this thing in between songs. So I said, Petra, what you drinking? She was like, I'll tell you about it later. She reeled me in. So she told me about the product, right? She said, I'm drinking this hydration product. I use it when I work out. It's Arbonne. Okay. So I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't pay any attention. She kept kind of keeping me in the loop and educating me about it. And then she always does these challenges called the Arbonne 30. It's a reset, right? So what it's designed to do is get rid of inflammation in the body, flush out toxins. It kills like your cravings for the salt, for the sugar, and all those kinds of things. And also, while it's doing that, it's replacing and rebuilding the nutrients in your body. So I was like, So finally, I was like, you know what? The new year was coming. I said, let me try it. I went on ahead and I did it. But I did it during the holidays. It was just an impulse try. And I was like, it's not going to work for me right now. It's the holidays, whatever. She was like, what you do is you do it at the same time. She was like, we call it manage the damage. So I was doing protein shakes like twice a day and still just eating regular. And I managed to still come down a couple pounds because I was doing this. Because what I was doing was I wound up, like if I was going out, I would do my protein shake before I go out. So then I wouldn't really eat so much cake. I wouldn't drink so much alcohol. I wouldn't just kind of like overindulge because I had a complete meal before I went out. So at any rate, so that's how I became a customer. But then as I started, I was like, I'm spending this money and, I believe in the product and I work with people. I help people to look good on the outside. Here's something I can do to help them to feel good from the inside out. So I became a consultant. And so I started really learning about the product. Now, here's the thing that I tell people, because I don't like to feel like I'm selling. And I wanted to talk to you about it too, Mickey, because I know we talk a lot about nutrition. This does not replace cooking and eating healthy.
Right.
This does not replace what you are getting from naturally occurring, your greens and your vegetables and your fruit and that kind of thing and your whole grains. This doesn't replace that. But what can happen is because we are human beings and we are trying to make sure we find the right mix, we sometimes miss some of those building blocks. And because some of us are just learning how to cook healthy, we're missing some of those building blocks. And like what you had mentioned earlier was that you're at home all day and you want to eat snacks and you're just grazing, not really thinking about it. You are also kind of throwing yourself off, even with the best of intentions.
Right.
And so with that, I wanted to introduce people to Arbonne, the Arbonne product line. Then I want to show you this. And Mickey, you can, I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't see it.
Okay, let me see.
So this is a protein shake from the store. It is a milk-based product. I'm gonna say milk in quotation marks because we don't really know if it's milk.
Well, it has a milk protein concentrate. Wow.
So I showed that. So right. Now, I did not prep her for this. I didn't even show her the ingredient list or anything like that. But when people drink protein shakes.
Oh man.
Arbonne is a plant-based protein. It's a pea protein. And then if you look at this one. Now this bag, it's not all cute for the presentation because I actually use it, right? This is not me doing a sales pitch. This is me.
Interesting. What a difference.
This is me just saying.
What a difference.
Take a look at the ingredient list. I've never talked to Mickey about Arbonne.
You know, you can buy all this, right?
Nutrition.
This is amazing. This is a huge.
I talked to her about the skincare and the makeup, but I've never talked to her about the nutrition because I always was like, you know, she does her farm to table. I don't want to, but so the ingredient list, some of the things that you see on the ingredient list, Mickey.
Well, what's interesting is that this one starts out with water. You have to add your water to this, but it goes from water, corn syrup, sugar. Are the first three
ingredients. My Lord. So you thinking
canola oil, corn oil, soy, and dairy.
Oh gosh. Okay, time out. Don't read anymore because.
But it has no fruit juice. You should.
So here's the thing.
But this is amazing though because this one uses 3 types of protein derived from plants: pea, cranberry, and rice. It's amazing.
So
and those are the first ingredient.
So here's the thing. So this is what I want to say to you because our time is ticking. I want to get to my fashion segment because that's my love. But what I want to say to you, the Arbonne 30 thing is protein, and protein is important because it basically. Why is it important now? It's important all the time. But right. One of the things that proteins do is that it binds itself to toxins and carries it out the body. Excuse me, no, not protein. That's the fiber. So when you make your protein shake, you're going to not just do protein, but you're going to do fiber. Mm-hmm. A lot of us don't get enough fiber in our diets. A lot of us some people are on some type of pharmaceutical fiber that they're supposed to be taking because they need that. This is Arbonne 30, it is chicory root, pea fiber, apple pectin, orange fiber, beet fiber, and citrus pectin. So you add this to your protein shake, and then there's another product called booster. Oh, yes, nice, and this there's another product called Greens Balance, but I ran out of that, so that you can make sure that you're getting your greens. If you're not graded, some people don't like vegetables. Mm-hmm. You add your Greens Balance to make sure you're getting what you need for your Greens Balance. So the fiber binds itself to toxins and carries that out of the system. So one of the things that I read is that gut health has a direct connection to emotional wellness. Research has been done on it. I was reading about it. So some of us who struggle with mood, who need mood support, aside again, big pharma. I'm not saying don't take meds because if you need them, you need them. But you can do other things to help your body, like you said, work with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
Wow. Right. So Arbonne 30. You're at home all day, you're hungry, or you're not quite eating the right things, I would encourage you, or you want to try to find a way to do a reset, I want to encourage you to try the Arbonne 30 protein of the 30-day reset. I'm going to put it on my page, and Afiba probably can pull up my page and show you guys. It's sharondairving.arbonne.com. But my table is
you should do a comparison to these things because this is amazing, the difference.
Isn't it? I mean, think about people who are
this
diabetic.
This is a weapon in and of itself.
A weapon in and of itself. How about that? People who are and so let me just say this because I want to make sure I get to my fashion segment. So you see this table, it's all mixed, it's a hodgepodge of stuff. I wanted to show you guys because I wanted to make sure that you understood that Arbonne is a complete company, and there's a lot of different things that's there to support you. One of the things is mind health. That's my new thing. When you get that brain fog, I drink this first thing in the morning. Nope, they have like about 3 different products that are like a fizz. Oh, you mix it in with your water. Oh, okay, so I use Mind Health, and then I use another one that is a skin elixir because I'm all about making sure the skin is looking good. I'm probably down to half now. But you take it, it comes like in a little thing like this.
Is that why your skin looks so fabulous?
I use Arbonne. The whole product line.
You know how much I love the mascara.
The mascara's bomb. It was on the Wall Street Journal's top whatever list. It made the list. And rarely do like direct marketing companies make those lists. A lot of times like the big companies like that you see, they kind of take up the spaces. But it comes in like a little thing like this, and I mix it in. I do the skin elixir, and I do the mind health. Mm-hmm. And then they have another thing, and I ran out of that I really want to strongly encourage people to try. It's called, I think I have it in here. It is, This one right here, you guys. Oh man, the Energy Fizz.
Oh.
I know. I love
that probably comes in handy.
So I love coffee. I like the taste of coffee. But this one right here, like especially I tell people who I'll drink it hot sometimes because I want that hot drink feeling, and it'll taste like a hot tea. But for people who are more than 1 cup a day people, I say, hey, just substitute your midday cup of coffee with this. Or if you get off your day job and got to go to your night job, which is your family, or your regular night job, try this because it lasts longer than coffee and you don't get the crash with coffee. And so anyway, I'm talking to Mickey. I'm talking to you guys. But I really would like for you, the reason why I wanted to talk about Arbonne today again is because today's show is all about how we are using our bodies to fight off anything that may be coming our way and be prepared. We want to have a better defense by creating a great offense, which is the body that you're already given. And how do you do that? How do you supplement? Right. How do you boost yourself up? How do you do that for yourself? How do you do that for your children? I wouldn't dare give my kids that. But I would give my kids that protein shake. They think they're drinking a milkshake. Yeah, I'm really Also, if you like protein bars, this one right here, if you like a protein bar, if you one of those people who you work out and you need a quick bar, a quick pick-me-up, protein bars, all these different things. And so I really would like for you guys to go check the website out. This is not a sales pitch. This is a life pitch.
And
this is a life pitch. Yeah. And so with that, on our last couple of minutes, I want to speed through our last part of our segment. But what Mickey did while we were on transition, we were talking about alcohol. Hey guys, I found this. It's called Free. They're gonna give me some sponsorship too.
Basically.
It's an alcohol removed wine. So this is the red blend. California.
It smells and looks like
it smells like wine. I'm almost a little scared to try it.
You say I got my nose turned up because you know how I am about my wine, so.
I know.
Let's sip it real quick.
Okay, we're gonna sip it real quick and see what it tastes like. I'm scared because it smells like wine. What? It's nasty. It's nasty. Be honest. Be honest, because then don't get it, y'all.
Let's go to the fashion segment. If you are a wine drinker, this is not for you.
Listen.
This would be a newly acquired taste.
It's not bad. And the reason why I can say it's not bad is because I haven't been drinking wine. If you do not drink wine or whatever, like, it's not bad. I actually probably wouldn't drink this again because to me, it tastes like wine. And I don't want to, like, simulate that.
It is close to wine, but it's like a wine that's been open for a few days. But I'd rather have water. It
is bottled. It is, like, off the shelf out the grocery store. Don't do that.
No. But I think there's several alternatives that you can find now at the bigger wine stores.
Okay, so then
have the wine removed. And
So then, basically, this is the whack version.
I don't know if it's the whack version because this is the only version I've ever had. But you can find this now because more people are trying to
be sober-ish. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically what she said was there are other brands. This is not the be-all, end-all or end-all, be-all. And I'm not going to dog it. It tastes okay to me. But I just thought in light of her making her fantastic mocktails, I was like, let's try it. I got the red and the white. Now she's trying to tell me I'm stuck with it.
Ooh.
It's not bad to me.
We can taste the other one. And
we'll taste the other one and we'll just post it. I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
We'll make a FIBA drink.
I'm kind of hardcore with the wine, so I don't know.
And I did put there.
But it tastes like wine. That's amazing.
It does, and it smells just like it. That's what's crazy to me. Okay, so on to the last segment, and I don't know, there is a show that comes after me, so I do want to be respectful of their time, and I do want to be respectful of your time. But I want to give you a couple of tips to round it out. So we definitely have to always end off with our fashion segment. So let's transition. And you know what, guys? Shout out to the producer who is working the cameras, working the computers. He's posting on his Instagram for us. So, listen, if it's a delay, it's all good. Because is Mickey on a split screen looking at her phone. It's okay.
My husband's outside saying, "Let me know when you're ready."
Okay. All right, so the last segment, fashion. This is going to be a couple of quick tips. Normally, I like to bring people to some new designers or some new trends. We talked about spring trends last week. We talked a little bit about Pierre Moss and all the different exciting things that are coming out for spring. But, you know, spring is a little bit different this year. And so a lot of people right now are at home. They're working from home. Some people are on lockdown. Some people are on self-imposed lockdowns. Yeah. But the show must go on and business still has to be conducted, whether it is the business of your own work environment or the business of your family that you have to continue to support in some sort of way. And so how do we do that and still stay fashionable? And people always like to say, you know, why is that important? It's always important because when you look good, you feel good. Yeah. And it's not only about the way you look, but it is a state of mind and a psychological thing that you want to pay attention to. And I said at one time before that some of my friends and people who I love who suffer from, you know, mood disorders and things like that, one of the things that they have to struggle with and remind themselves is to get up and get dressed. Mm-hmm. And so getting dressed is an important thing. And when you know, the more effort and thought you can put into it, it's that much more beneficial to you. So the question is, how do we do that when we're working from home? And so I got 3 categories of people, I think. One are the people who get up and get fully dressed. Then we got the people who are like the cozy casual folks. And then I think there's the people that are in the middle. So the people who want to get up and get fully dressed, I applaud you, and I would not discourage that. I think that, you know, obviously you are going to modify what you get up and put on, but I think that, you know, in this time when you're working from home, it's probably a little bit more casual. You're not going to do a full blazer per se. You're probably going to want to do some cardigans. You're going to want to do some things that have knit and stretch in them, and that are machine washable. So put your silks away, put your high-end suits away and those kinds of things. But if you want to continue to look put together, it's possible. You can still do your khakis because khakis are super comfortable. Yeah. You want to put on your top, you know, put on something that's a little stretchy, and then put on a cardigan. Push the sleeves up and get comfortable, because what you're going to probably be projecting is still an image of you want to be projecting an image of competence and professionalism, but to keep it real, we're working from home. So business casual can still be a go-to if you are one of those people who likes to get up and get fully dressed. And as I'm talking, Afiba is going to show you a couple of examples of some things that you can pull out, some looks that you can put together. And I did pull a couple of items specifically from some of our online boutiques, because we know right now in this economy, people may be online shopping, but let's not forget some of our small businesses that are selling in online boutiques. That dress that he just showed, that dress comes from BVR Boutique, and that was a maxi dress. So people who like to do the cozy, the casual cozy. Mm-hmm. Now this one, you got to be careful because you can go and slide into sloppy. When you get cozy and casual, you know, there's a fine line, right? And like, listen, no judgment at all. What I'm saying is that we're talking about when you're working from home. We're talking about when you're trying to feel good about what you got going on. Casual, cozy can still be good without being sloppy. So if you can put on a knitted maxi dress, if you want to put a little belt on to keep it, you know, and you may have a maid at home that you don't want to completely let it all go. That's true. Know what I'm saying? Like, we still have to find ways to keep everything together, right? And so sloppy may not be the right way to go when you want to maintain the household.
Right on.
And so, I mean, you can do sweats. Let me be clear. We can do sweats. I have a picture of a young lady. She got a red sweatsuit on. It's coordinated. It looks great, and it fits well. I think that's the thing. When you're going to go casual, cozy, wear your items that fit you. So if you got sweatsuits that are oversized, if you're working from home, I probably would stay away from those because it's going to encourage you to be a little bit too lax. I don't believe you'll be as productive as you need to be because you're going to be, it stretches you out in a way that you lose that level of focus that you need to have when you're working from home. And if you've got to take a quick meeting, we were talking about earlier, you still want to be presentable. So here's an option. I show this, and this comes from Hush Boutique. She's got this in all different colors. You can find her on Instagram. Gray turtleneck, knit, close to the body. Get a couple of those, throw that on.
Is that a dress?
No, it's just a little turtleneck.
Okay.
Throw that on with whatever on the bottom. And you can layer on top of it if you need to take a meeting and you got to look a little bit more pulled together because it depends on the industry. Or if you want to just rock out like that with some leggings or with some sweats. You can do sweats with that and some slides. Mm-hmm. But thinking about knits and how that can be casual and cozy, but not looking sloppy. So then my other category of people who want to dress down, you can do athleisure looks that will still look put together and still be casual. So the cute, this young lady, she's got on her jeans and a sweatshirt, but if you notice, she's up, she's at her table, she's got her shoes on. Here's my thing about jeans, right? I made a post a while ago about leggings. I love leggings. Leggings are the new pants and all that kind of thing. But with leggings, especially in a time like this, you got to be really careful because they're slippery slope. And they're so forgiving that you don't realize where you were and where you are now.
That is so true.
Baby, you be wearing them leggings and you don't know you went up 2 sizes.
I know. And some of us may not go back into an office for like another 45 days. And so that's a long time.
That could be a long time. And if you're not on your Arbonne 30 and you just eating whatever and drinking cocktails and wearing leggings, you're going to be surprised when you got to come back into the office. And this is not at all body shaming or judging. I'm just trying to give people some tips.
Facts. It's facts.
You got to be careful because then you don't even know that the back of your black leggings is see-through because your booty got big. Because you've been wearing them and you just been snacking.
Yeah,
because leggings will do that. Like no judgment, but leggings will do that. So I say that to say you got to put some jeans on and some pants on sometimes. Because your jeans will let you know.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in them sweatpants and leggings. It's mean. The game is mean.
It is mean.
I got
your
them all laid out. And I keep washing the same ones and I just got them all laid out.
Mickey, you got to put a pair of jeans on once a week or
I
something.
put them on today. I
See?
can still fit them.
You can still fit them. There you go. Listen, and if at the end of the week you want to put your jeans on just as a measuring stick, then do that. And she's got her jeans on. She's got a t-shirt on and a little cardigan. That's a really cute look. You're comfortable. And these jeans nowadays some of these jeans though have so much stretch in them. They almost like leggings.
And you know what? You don't want your coworkers, like in those video conferences, to know you that well, right? You want them to know you as they know you. So they're already looking at your house through the video, right? So you don't really need them to know you because you like to wear droopy sweatshirt or something like that. Like you don't want them to see your more comfortable size anyway. So, keep up the image that you project all the time kind of thing. You know what? Amazing, amazing point. Because when we are professional at work, that's our professional selves. Mm-hmm. And when we're at home, that's our at-home selves. And this time of working at home, although it is making people a little more intimate in certain kinds of ways, we still want to maintain credibility. Yeah. And part of the way that you maintain credibility is not only about the kind of work that you produce, but it is about image. Yeah. And so, again, casual, but not sloppy. Yeah, take off that scarf, ladies,
Y'all see this lip? What you won't do is be on a conference call with any headgear that resembles a bonnet. Or I'm all for a head wrap.
Yeah, like a afro.
And I'll wear one next week. I'm all for hair, and I love a hat. I love a hat.
Yeah, hat's good.
They're gonna be watching me on a video conference, like, so why you got a whole hat on at work? Cause my hair has been 3 weeks. Yeah. But here's another one. Sis, she's a local woman. She does amazing handmade turbans. I love her work. I plan on getting a couple.
I
so
love
you
that
can,
turban look.
yeah, you can do a turban look. You can do a head wrap, but not a bonnet and not a scarf. The head wrap that you had on last night.
We might want to not take our conference call from the bed too, right?
We definitely don't. I mean, that there's a head band. From my girl Everything Luxe brand. She's up north, but again, these are some of our online boutiques, and what they're doing, and how we can get a few pieces to supplement our at-home wardrobes. And so what I just wanted to close out by saying that we're at home and we have to be really careful about how we're taking care of ourselves, how we're continuing to move things forward, and part of that is about making sure that we're looking good and presenting ourselves well when we're going to work. And there's ways that you can do that. I'll post a couple of inspo photos on my Instagram. And on that note, I want to thank you, Michelle. I love you, and I appreciate you taking your time away from your family to come into the studio and demonstrate your area of expertise, your artistry. And we're going to close out. And thank you for tuning in. Again, you can follow me at Davila-Irving on Instagram. You can find my Arbonne page, Davila-Irving.arbonne.com. There's also a link in my bio on Instagram. And follow Michelle on, which one do you want to use? Michelle Parrish.
Just follow me.
Michelle Parrish Cooks.
Just follow me, engage, connect. And Michelle Parrish Cooks and Food Mama Baby.
There you go. And you all have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday. And we'll be talking about more Art Loves Fashion. Peace. Welcome to Art Loves Fashion. I'm your host, Davila-Irving. I'm an image consultant, professional developer, art curator and collector, a wife and a mom. This show, Art Loves Fashion, is about, you guessed it, art, love, and fashion. We'll be meeting new people, trying interesting things, and hopefully learning something new. Sounds kind of vague, right? That's because I want you to join me on Sundays at 5 o'clock as we take a journey of all things creative and beautiful with Art Loves Fashion.